Hello, Liberation Tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Cav Emblem 4, the Cavening, the Horsening, with me, BlueAnkylo. I mean, so far, this chapter has been pretty Cav-centric, to say the least. Last episode, we left our starting Castle of Evans. The Cav got way ahead of the foot units, took out the enemies surrounding Nordion, saved Raquizes or whatever, and then again, because of their amazing movement, are engaging with the next army. And, you know, the foot units aren't too far behind, but they still haven't engaged in a single enemy unit. And I have a feeling that most of this force will be cleared out before they get here. Anyway, let's plan it out. Last big confrontation, I made a slight blunder and miscalculated how far cavalry could move, and it temporarily cost Finn his life until I cheated. But still, that shouldn't happen this time because there aren't really any cavalry here. Now, what I might be able to do is, technically, we could have someone run over and kill a ballista. I'm pretty sure we can almost ignore these 4 knights because they're so slow. It'll be pretty easy to stay out of their range. Even if they're fairly strong, we can almost ignore them. Now, I don't need to kill this guy, but it's interesting that Quan could make it that far. Technically, Finn could, but also, by doing that, that puts us in range of the boss, or at least the next mini-boss. And if there's anyone to be a little bit cautious about, it's probably Philip here. I'm not sure if I care who gets the return band exactly. It's also a general. He should have a skill. Yeah, he's got Pavais. Also, 3 authority stars. So any units near him, which includes this guy, and this guy, should get 20% avoid and hit thanks to his very high leadership. He's going to be a bit... He's probably the biggest guy to worry about. So instead of rushing on in headlong to our doom, let's just try to kill these 4 units safely, if we can, and pull out of his range. Keeping in mind that on the road, he can move fairly far. So, 5 squares, but 5 squares is actually 0.7, 1.4, 2.1, 2.8, 3.5, 4.2, 4.9. So it's actually 7 squares? Yeah, 7 squares rather than 5 on the road. So he can stand in Finn's spot. That'll probably be as far as he can get. So, this square, kind of up to here, I don't think he'll make it to Quan's spot, but essentially along this line. Maybe, no, he can't make it that far. So, we don't want to leave anybody in these 2 spots, unless you want to take a hit by the boss, but the boss danger zone is up to here, and there, and there. So that's what I'm going to try to remember. And you know what? I'm just going to put a save state down again, because if I miscount movement tiles on the road, I mean, come on. It probably will be fine, though. Anyway, we've got Lance Guy, Sword Guy, and Axe Guy. A good blend of armored knights. They all have fairly low speed, although the Sword Guy has 2 attack speed. The Lance Guys have -7, and the Axe Guy has -1,000,000, -13. So anyone that can double should double, except maybe on the Sword Guy. I think we might open up with the people at the back again to hit and then pull back. Although I don't really want to go through these woods if I can avoid it, so it might be better to use Alec's spot. So maybe if Alec can hit this guy and then pull out of the way of the boss, which he should. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He does have 8 squares. He might even have 9. Although, didn't I say the boss could stand there? Yeah. So if Alec can only make it to this tile, he'll be in range of the boss. If Midir is not here, though, because that's a road tile, we'd be at 1 road tile, 2 road tile, 3, 4, 5 road tile. At that point, he's got 2 extra movement. You know what? He can probably make it this far anyway. Want to try? Want to gamble? He's also at low HP, so it's really safe. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. My math will never fail me. These Armor Knights do have a lot of HP and defense, so it's going to take a little bit of work to kill them. Never fails. So he's fine. He's out of range of the boss. Assuming we can kill these guys, he's fine. Alright, next. Right, so I wanted that tile open here specifically so that I could use Lex with his weapon triangle advantage to do some damage here. Also, with the Brave Axe, he's definitely one of the stronger units. This is an insta-kill for him. Insta-kill, I mean, you know what I mean. You gotta come up with cool names when you're Let's Playing. I mean, if you ever watched any Naruto, you know that the writers for that show didn't have amazing creativity for their attack naming either, right? Right? Alright, this tile was safe. Also, it's a forest anyway. Safe, assuming we win. So then, Sword Guy is kind of fast. Attack speed of 2, sort of. I mean, it's attack speed 2, but still harder to double. We might try to kill this guy next, because it kind of opens up movement paths. It's probably smart to start from the back again. Now, Noish is pretty far back. I wouldn't be confident in Noish smacking this guy and getting away, but let's math it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Except, because these were a lot of road tiles, it should be 9, 10. But probably not 11, right? I don't know. I wish it was easier to know how far you can make it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's hard to know because it's not a straight line. Look how far he can make it on the road. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not road, but 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So he can make it to 11 tiles if 10 of them are roads, right? Road, 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 road. Actually, I'm not sure. Yeah. Well, this one's not a road. So that's 2 plain tiles, and you got 11 squares. So road, 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 road. 1 plain, road, 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 road. He can probably make it to where Sigurd is, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, he can make it to there for sure. That's as far as he can make it. Is that safe? No, because this guy will stand in the square and hit him. It was a good exercise. Alright. He's not going to get the kill. He'll just do a little bit of damage. Maybe take a hit. Get out of the way. Maybe I should have used Midir to do some damage there first, but... Noish just wasn't going to contribute much no matter what he did there. Alright, next. Let's see. I've only got 4 more attackers. I'm not even sure I'm going to kill all these guys anymore. Maybe we use Midir to shoot this guy and then get out of the way? I mean, Sigurd could always kill him, but... 13 times 2. He would need a crit to get the kill. These guys have a lot of armor, so it's difficult for Midir. This is a guaranteed kill, but pretty overkill. But nobody else has an axe, so no one has weapon advantage or anything. We could use Ethlin to do Lightbrand. That doesn't... You know what? These guys have 0 resistance. This is a time for her to shine, actually. Maybe I should do that with Ethlin on the full HP sword guy. 22 damage brings him almost halfway to death. She should be able to still get back to here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She can get way out of there. The question is, if she brings this guy halfway down, we still got Sigurd, Quan, Midir, and Finn. Yeah, they should be fine, right? Yeah, I feel like... Now, I could use her to heal. Obviously, Alec would like some healing, but... It's also really nice to do range damage first, so that your follow-up gets a, perhaps a counterless kill. That way, no one actually takes any damage. I wonder... I would actually kill this guy first before I did this trick, but I want to see... 13 damage. Actually, assuming that's a double, and it should be, yeah, 10 speed. 10 speed's way more than 2 guys. That means Midir can do a fairly efficient kill on sword armor. That leaves Lance Guy, Axe Guy. So if Finn's going to get a kill, it should be on Lance Guy. And yeah, okay. We've got actually more attacks than necessary here. Great. And a level up. Come on, Finn. Skill. Well, not great. Definitely below average. Let me double check how far the boss can move. Yep. So Midir is in the last safe tile. I think the boss can maybe move to Quan's spot, so this tile might also not be safe, but yeah, I'm glad I checked the boss's range primarily, and then we'll definitely be out of these guys' range because they're slower than the boss and there's no roads. Alright, so Midir for the sword guy, and then could use Sigurd, could use Quan. Do you have a preference? Sigurd because, you know, he's Sigurd. He hasn't done a whole lot of kills yet. Sigurd because he's Sigurd. I like Quan, and he does have a silver lance now, but it's an axe guy, right? So weapon triangle or something. This will be safe. Although I almost would think he'd be better off on the road because he's just easier to catch up, and Kanto is just so good on roads, right? As we learned with a certain Elliot Duke Knight not too long ago. So basically Sigurd has to get up to here to be safe. Not that I think the boss could kill him. Sigurd, of course, it doesn't make as much difference because, you know, he's Sigurd. Hear me roar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, probably 10, 11. I think we did the math for that already. If this fails, you know, I'll eat my hat. We actually got the 29% dodge. That's nice. And yeah, the math checks out. We'll put him in the spot that Midir was in that is safe. Yeah, and then Quan doesn't actually need to do anything. We'll just pull him back down to the road. Yeah, perfect. Okay, that worked out. Alright, let's start moving over some sword guys that may or may not get to do anything this entire chapter. Even a bow guy, that sounds like could be fun. I'm actually really happy that I moved the killer bow from Jamka over to Midir. Just look at how much more uses Midir has gotten out of it, even if it's just a couple. But Jamka, like, having him hold the killer bow doesn't do anything, because he's so far behind because of his feet. I don't know, we'll just cross the grass here, I guess. Arden can stick to the road. Poor Arden. Alright, Rakwazi. A little bit behind. Alright. Well, let's make I can't imagine anything will go wrong at the end of our turn here, honestly. Should be 100%. Oh, are these knights going to go out and suicide? That's not what I want. I wonder if they just stay around Rakwazi. I'm probably saying her name super wrong, but... Alright, burn. Yeah, I mean, they are her bodyguards, so it might be difficult to use her. Also, these guys didn't move. Maybe what I should have done was leave one person in range. Like, maybe the... this is sort of lessons in Fire Emblem AI. Maybe these guys only move forward if one of them can attack somebody. Otherwise, they hold position. Is there a way to test this other than the boss? Yeah, if we put someone up here... Yeah, definitely. We only need to get to this tile, I think. Yeah, it's out of range of the boss, and most of them. This guy can attack here. So let's test that out. Lex is actually a pretty good level already. Man, Alec and Finn are just sucking. I mean, Alec and Noish sucking. Finn's alright. Sounds like Finn's volunteered. He's got to move 3 tiles up. Or, sorry, not Finn. Alec has volunteered. 1, 2, 3, and he's going to switch to the Iron Lats. And we're going to have Ethelyn heal him because can't trust him to stay alive. I mean, he'll be alive. He'll be fine. He could take a hit at 23, I'm sure. So it's possible for like speed strats, if you know how these enemies sort of move forward. You might have wanted to, like, after I killed those 4, maybe I should have kept one of my units in range. I probably could have set it up so that they'd continue. Like, if they continue moving away from the ballista, it makes my job a little bit easier, right? Alright, we're just going to move some people up into range to assist. Nothing super special here, really, I don't think. This is also convenient in the sense that it finally lets our foot units catch up. By going a little bit slower here, it gives some more people a chance to fight, which just bolsters our forces, right? Like, now we're in an even stronger position because our entire army is actually here. Which certainly seems tactically sound, even if it's a bit slow. And I do believe I wanted Ira and Du together anyway. And then it was like Midir and Aideen. She's still slowly hoofing it. I don't know. Probably walking so far north was a mistake. Alright, I don't know what I'm doing with Raqaziz yet. I'm a little bit worried about keeping her guards alive if they follow her. So let's heal them up at least. I could have used Aideen for that, I guess, but... Oh, speaking of that, I gotta turn her animations off. I don't got time for that. She's a lovely princess, you know. She's got custom sprites, all cool, la-ti-ta. Alright. So let's see if this continues to lure them out. It's funny because the boss says, hold position, don't move. And they clearly left position, right? Alright, it does look like the paladins are just gonna guard her. Just means I have to be careful with her movement. And they definitely did take the bait. And if the boss moves, then I think that will kind of confirm what my theory was. They're sort of linked together and they only move forward if someone can attack someone. If no one's in range, they just hold still. Yep. All right. That's that theory is confirmed. So this should be even easier now that we've wasted a turn in a sense. Because now we've got our full forces. And it means maybe someone like old Azel can actually get a kill here. Maybe. Just keep in mind where the ballista is. It's a little bit in range, so we've got to be a little bit careful. I wish you could just highlight those squares, but essentially... Yeah. Safe, safe. Safe, dangerous, safe. Dangerous, safe, dangerous, safe, dangerous, safe. Like that's the I'll probably mess it up. The main thing is the ballista don't do very much damage. As long as you're at full HP, I'm sure anyone can survive one hit. Okay, first thing I want to check out here is how does he do against the boss? 22 damage, maybe times 2. He's probably pretty slow, right? Silver Lance, -2 speed. So we could get maybe not a kill here, but we could soften him up enough for someone else to get a kill very easily. Oh, not the priest. What am I talking? 22, so that's 44 damage. And I think I wanted... Does it matter who gets the kill? Who would I want the return ban on? I have no idea what would matter. Maybe someone who wants to sell it, which would be someone that's poor, like... Aideen has got 24 grand. I think Deirdre could use it to sell it. Raqaziz could use it to sell it as a healer. Maybe Ethelyn. She's got a fair amount of money. And Quan can send her cash. I don't know. I don't actually know if it matters who gets that right now. What we really want is the recoverer. Can, Du could also try to steal some money. Would he just die, though? Yep. 31 damage on the dot. Poor dude. That's too bad. Does the, he's got 1,000. I think we get 1,000 or 2,000. That's the best we can do. It's the best we can do. Also, that puts him in range of the ballista, so... But only one ballista. One ballista is 18 minus defense. 14 damage. He can survive 2 ballistas at full health. If he gets hit here, 21 damage, and then if the ballista hits him, he's dead. Ah, man. I mean, I could heal him if he gets hit, so it's fine. Difficult. Poor Deuce. He's having a hard time here. Do you have any preference for kills before I set this into motion? Jamka could use a kill. Alec and Noish. Azel definitely needs the experience. But I don't... No, he could probably kill this guy if I make him a spot, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, if Finn moves out of the way, he can attack there. So let's have Finn hit the sword guy and try to Kanto. Honestly, it depends if we get hit. If he does not get hit, I'll just move him towards the ballista. What's the odds? What are the odds of him getting hit? 61%. Oh, it's only 6 damage. Oh, this is fine. Even if he takes a hit here and then both ballistas shoot him, he's fine. He didn't really do very much damage, but that's fine. This will put him in a good spot to attack the ballista next turn. And there's no way, right? I didn't mess this up, right? I already got him killed once. 18 minus 11. That's 7 damage. As long as we kill all the enemies that aren't ballista, that's only 7 damage. That's 14. That's not even close. So yeah, he's totally fine. He could actually take another hit from the sword guy or maybe the axe guy. Maybe. Alright, that's fine. Next up, maybe someone I want to keep relatively safe. Unfortunately, Lance beats sword, so the only good counter is axes. I do like Lex. He does have a very good axe. Yeah, let's just clean this up. This is probably not optimal, but I'm just trying to save some time. I know we're playing a little slowly here, so I'm making a little bit risky moves without really plotting it out, and we'll see how it goes. Just live with it. I'm pretty sure we can move up. We won't block the road that much. And then we can use an archer on the lance guy because we're out of... Essentially, my logic here is we're out of people that have weapon triangle advantage on this guy. No one else has an axe. So we might as well use someone that doesn't have to worry about weapon triangle to do some chip damage, right? And look at that. Even without the killer bow, he's pretty strong. I think if he happened to proc Adept there, he would have not quite got a kill, but very nearly. Alright, now if we move someone else up, they will be in range of a crit, as well, if they're on foot anyway. Holland, though, we have barely used him. We just recruited him at the beginning of the chapter. In fact, this is his first fight. So, depends on what we want to do with him, hey? We do have another archer. I think what I'm going to do with Philip is pretty much no matter what, I'm going to attack him with... This is like the best move Azel has to get some experience. He won't get a kill, but he could get a kill if I weaken this guy, but I think, you know, magic against a general is pretty good. Warriors of Granvale, so long as I draw breath, you shall never reach Hireheim. Now, he might be able to pavise, but theoretically this will be a lot of damage. Excellent. Good job, Azel. You didn't get a kill, but you definitely helped. Yeah, that'll make it much easier to finish him off. Okay. So someone should kill this guy. Could be Deirdre. I mean, she doesn't... Actually, she might not do that much damage against a mage. Oh, well, pretty good. Actually, you know what? We could just use Deirdre on the boss, and then she can sell his, Yeah, she'll kill him in one shot. Is that in range of the ballista? No. So she'll be safe from ballista. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. Because that's kind of the only thing she can do this turn. She could use the experience for a kill. She'll get probably 100 XP. She could... Although Sigurd can transfer her money, the return ring, maybe she can use it. Maybe she'll just sell it. I don't know. But she doesn't have a lot of money anyway, so that's... I've had worse ideas, I think. So that means we should probably try to kill this one first with people with Kanto. How's Noish would do for damage? 21, that's halfway there. If his accost triggers, he'll get a kill. It's worth a shot. And he doesn't miss, but he did not get his accost trigger. Alright, good level up. Skill, strength, luck, and defense. And HP, of course. No problem there. I'm pretty sure he's fine against the ballista. Yeah, there's no way the ballista can kill him on his own. Alright, so that put the healer in low HP. I mean, Sigurd or Quan could certainly kill him. I think we use Aira up here, maybe? What's her odds? She can do 19 damage times 2 times who knows how much. If she gets hit at 17... 17 puts her at... She only has 8 defense, so the ballista will do 10 damage per shot. If she takes 17 and then 2 ballista, she dies. So we can't put her in range of 2 ballista, which is the back side. So she can stay on the front side as long as we kill everything. Alright. She has a chance to one-round this guy, basically, but it depends on her skill activations. And she didn't get hit, and she gets Astra anyway, so overkill, but hey. Good job. I was just trying to be a little bit smart with her positioning. I'd hate for her to die and just be stupid, right? Alright, HP, skill, strength, that's totally fine. Skill means even more Astras. I wonder what her skill cap is. She might be getting close, for all I know. A lot of times in the Fire Emblems, your caps are like 20 to 25, and maybe even not even that high until you're promoted, so... If she just caps out her skill, it's going to be kind of funny. Alright, so that opens it up a little bit. I guess I should try to get some money off of something. Cannot do 21 damage, right? It's not magical enough for that. He actually hits fairly hard if he hits, but he's not going to double because he doesn't have any offensive skills. And this tile has to be saved for Deirdre. That's important. Rayquaziz does not have a ranged attack yet. Although moving her first would have been smart because it gives the charm bonus. Yeah, that would have been a minor optimization thing. I should have moved her here because she has the same effect as Sigurd. So now anyone attacking has even higher hit rate, basically. That would have been nice. Alright, I'm thinking... Holin... Could the ballista kill Holin? He's got more defense. He'll take 7 damage per ballista. 6 damage. Yeah, he'd be fine. And he kills with Pursuit, so he gets a pretty much almost guaranteed kill. And Luna makes it even easier. Sure. Nothing special for Holin, but at least he's getting some practice. That just leaves one Lance guy. Can Alec take him down? Yes. Can he take him down with a... Oh, that was with a Lance. Or was it? Let me double check the numbers here. 12 weight, -1 speed versus minus a lot of speed. That's fine. I'm just curious. He could kill him with a sword or a lance, but the lance gives the enemy a whole 2% less chance to hit him. It's not very much. And it's funny because that's how the weapon triangle works. Basically, the amount of weight on the lance and the axe almost entirely eliminates the bonuses from the avoid and hit rate, because your attack speed affects your hit rate as well. Well, he got a fairly good level up, so that helps a little. We'll probably need to heal him, though, now. Alright, so I guess that kind of leaves Midir to get the kill. I mean, it could be Sigurd or Quan, but I was trying to give it to the people at lower levels first, so... We could take a gamble and try to get Dew to steal some gold from the boss. I'll have a look at it. Not great. Not great at all. So Midir is supposed to be making friends with Aideen. She's a long way back. She can move 5 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus like 1. Because it's road, so she can meet up here. Of course, that means she's not healing anybody, but... Well, it's a great use of the men's staff. We got all this spare money, but at least... You know, I haven't really been doing a lot of staff experience here this chapter so far, so got to start sometime. Alright, Deirdre can get the kill. What do we think, though? Like... If I'd put Rayquaza over here, then this tile would have 20% bonus without the -10 road penalty. But I still think either way, the boss has 88% to hit him. How does he have such high accuracy? I guess silver lances are good, you could say. Yeah. I don't... He dies in one hit, so I can't steal here. Right? Unfortunately, I need 1 more HP, and I just don't have it. Alright. Now, if he Pavises, then we have to rely on Quan and Sigurd. So we did have a backup plan, even if we failed here, but turns out we're fine. It's level percent. So what level was he? Was he level 20? If he's level 20, it was a 1 in 5 to not die. Alright, I figure there's worse people to put that on. I don't know how useful that is, but I guess that lets her return to the castle if she gets in trouble. She's pretty weak, so maybe that would save her life. Or we can sell it if she needs the money. Alright, Dew is supposed to be making friends with Ira, so seeing as there's nothing to steal... And then... Oh, that put him in range of the ballista. But... It's 14 each. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine, it's fine. Actually, it's even better. What do you guys think? 13, 15... Sigurd, you know... Get up here. You're going to want to seize the castle soon enough anyway. Yeah, they can't counter at low range, so there's almost nothing to worry about. There really is nothing to worry about 100% with no counter. Alright, HP, skill, and strength. I'd say that's decent. 18 strength Sigurd, not bad in my books. I mean, I really don't know what's great or what's poor exactly, but it looks fine to me. Alright, so I think the only person that needs healing is Alec. Other than minor, like, HP heals or just tiny little chip damage. Yeah, I got a couple people with some chip damage. Alec's the only one that's really hurt. He's out of range anyway. So we'll just heal him up. I could return him. That's necessary, right? Oh yeah, I gotta remember to turn off animations for Rayquaza. It's fairly important. Yeah, I was hoping I remembered the right tile to stay out of range there. Don't worry, Arden's coming. Alright. That was a long turn, make no mistake, but a good turn. So we get 1 ballista that survived. I'd say that was a pretty good deal. They're not even all that accurate, so... Yeah. I'm pretty sure we could have charged into the ballista line. But the way we did this, I think, was much safer, so happy about that. Yeah, the bandits, you know, bandits gonna do what bandits do. Okay, well now we just gotta think about you know, how to attack the castle. There's only sort of one way in from the right, and this guy has a steel bow and a resistance ring. Interesting. So he's got some magic resistance, unlike his son, who's now dead. That's what you get. Bordeaux and whatever this jerk was who got eliminated by giant light from the sky. Priorities. Now, I assume after we take this castle, the next castle will be this one. So I don't think I want to split my army up, although if a large force comes from this side, we'll want to be able to react, but I mean, I don't know. Without foreknowledge, I'm not gonna, like, I don't think anything attacks from behind, or at least I've got no sign that they will, so let's just move forward. So first off, kill this. The Guardian Knights, I bet you won't move. Seems to be the little triangle formation. They just hold still around the castle. So if anyone wants to get a kill here on a ballista, is there any preference? Lex, for no specific reason. He just uses Iron Axe, probably. Does he double? No, he does not have Pursuit. That's why he uses the Brave Axe for everything, because that's the only way he doubles. Now, I did just spend 320 gold in durability, but it's fine. I like Lex. You know, he's our only X guy, and he's the best one. The best one of none. The best one of one, I guess. Anyway, strength and luck. Not bad. More strength. That's 2 strength ups in a row, so hey, that's great. If you look at his stats, or his growth rates on the side when they pop up, he definitely doesn't have a 90% growth in strength, so enjoy it. Alright, some of these guys are just gonna, I think at this point we're just gonna kind of move up altogether. Sigurd will have to seize one way or the other. Now, one thing I did notice is I could have someone from here shoot across. That might save us a little bit of time, because this is all pretty choke pointy. That could be Quan with his javelin. But Quan's also kind of up front, so he can go help kind of along this sort of route, or go around this way on the other side kind of thing, if necessary. Noish doesn't have a ranged attack. Neither does Finn. So, positioning-wise, we want Aideen to move up. Anyone needs healing, we should try to get some XP, so yeah. I'd rather go a little slower with her and get some XP than rushing with no reason. Hey, level up. HP and luck and defense. Keep in mind that a lot of people get much, much stronger when they get promoted at level 20, so that's kind of why I'm more so emphasizing, you know, staff grinding early on. So, you know, I'll be taking these 1 HP heals, even if it's, you know, a waste of resources. Sort. Yeah, it's not really a waste. It's just takes time, gets XP. That's how you're supposed to play the game, I think. HP, speed, luck, resistance. 1 step closer to level 20. I mean, I think most of our mages are healers, are pure healers. They'll get some sort of combat magic once they promote, and then they can actually fight. That would be convenient, right? Now, Rakwazi, I guess we'll just... There's not a whole lot I have to do with her right now, other than just healing whoever's around, and Alec is looking pretty sore, so let's fix him up before he runs off to commit suicide. Nah, he'll be fine. Let's put him in this square rather than... Putting him here would be dumb. Oh, actually, it would have been smart. I thought I thought these 2 tiles would be impassable. Little did I know. Now, hopefully moving everyone to the west like this is not a huge mistake, but, hey, it's my game, I can play how I want, right? I'm kind of thinking by leaving Rayquaza back a little bit, if there is an ambush from the east, she's got her paladins to throw at them, kind of. Not that she's an amazing combat unit. Yeah, those towns, what else can I do here, right? Alright, so now just to plan our attack. Unfortunately, I didn't have any range 2 units in position to attack from that angle today. Although Quan still could if he wants. So there's that option. I might just send Sigurd in. I might just send Quan in. Let me just see how this looks, by the way. Pretty poor for Quan. Can he kill this guy? Probably not. I mean, 25 damage is a lot, but that's not a one-rounder. No, she can't get it there. Finn. I think, oh, this guy does have Javelin to counter with, but he'll be fine. Yeah, he can take one more Javelin if he needs to. Mind you, I'm pretty sure Sigurd or Quan will kill this guy. And the boss can't hit him in that tile. Alright, so we're going to use Quan to finish this guy off, and then Sigurd can move in a little bit quicker. Haven't really used the Silver Lance, but hey, we got a Silver Lance. It's pretty strong. I have a feeling the Silver Sword's a little bit better because it weighs so little, but, I mean, it's good. Silver Lance is 20 might for same weight as the Steel Lance, right? So 4 more damage. You kind of see a pattern going on here, right? 4 damage per Iron, Steel, Silver upgrade. Like, yeah, 6, 10, 14 for swords, 12, 16, 20 for lances. But at 3 weight, the sword still has a huge advantage in terms of hit rate and avoid. Even if the hit rate is 80, and they're the same hit rate base, but because of the speed penalty, the sword is way more accurate. Could go for the boss, but then both of those guys would attack. I just want to see how much damage they can do. 9 damage to Sigurd if they hit him. Which, let's just assume they both hit, is 18. And then if the boss counters like twice, that's 16. Another 16, that's 32. And then another 32 is 48. They'd kill him. So that would take a 25%, a 25%, and 2 40% to kill Sigurd, which is pretty unlikely. Sigurd would do 16 times 2 is 32. So in this situation, what you actually do is you ignore the boss, and you ignore those guys, and you just use your counterattack. Because they can't kill him unless he takes damage right now. As long as I don't do anything, they can each attack me, I'll be fine, and they'll each take, well, they won't quite die, but it'll be pretty close. And then we can use someone else to finish them off and get XP. That seems like a fairly sensible plan. Ethlyn, anyone needs heals? I feel bad for Dew. He hasn't actually stolen anything today. I guess we heal Jamka. I doubt the bandits would ever be dumb enough to put their axe guys right along the wall there where we could hit them with a ranged attack. Oh yeah, before I forget, because for now I think she'll only be healing, I'll turn her animations off. And I'll move her along with the rest of the team for now. Unfortunately, again, there's a lot of movement with not a lot of action here. Probably one of the downsides of deploying your entire large army, you know, just a lot of this. Oh, I didn't do, right, well, I didn't really think of love. I could have teamed up some people for friendship. Technically, those two are together. Actually, it seems like it's not bad. Ira and Dew both have the same movement, so it's fairly easy to keep them connected. Keeping Midir and Aideen's a little bit harder because they don't have the same movement range. Alright, let's see if my Sigurd math checks out. I could have switched him to an Iron Lance again, but like I said, you kind of, as much as you win the weapon triangle, you lose so much speed, that, or attack speed specifically, that it kind of makes up for the extra avoid you'd get, right? Yeah, it's weird. It's definitely weird. Granvale's already here? Blast! Why couldn't my men have been useful for once? Also, where's my son that you killed? Fine, I'll take you into my own hands. Somehow, I don't think you're going to be successful here. I did get hit by that 25, and he managed to pavise. Good job. Always consider his chance to completely block all damage. So he'll have a, he's level 14. That's actually, I believe, a 14% chance to trigger. So it's pretty low odds. He hit me with a 25, and he triggered a 14%. That's a pretty unlikely scenario, but it's okay. So I think what I want is Finn and Noish to kill these two, because, you know, why not? And theoretically, I think I should send Noish at the weaker one, because, oh, they're both identically weak. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is fine. And then I can consider how I want Quan and Sigurd to focus on the boss. I mean, Sigurd got, like, 1 experience for fighting these guards. He does not need the kill XP as much anymore. Alright. All your guards are gone. No more 20% nonsense to hit Sigurd. Alright, so how do we want to do this? Is it worth even considering the javelin toss? 50%. If this hits 17 damage, that means Sigurd will almost assuredly capture. If he misses, Sigurd can't do it this turn. I mean, and there's also the chance of Pavise. And if the boss counters and hits, and then next turn hits, then he dies. But if I attack with Sigurd and take a hit, I can Canto away, so it's actually okay. We've got backup strats. Good shot, Quan. Alright, well, I wasn't expecting a whole lot, but I got nothing. Alright, what about Sigurd? Or, hold on, is there anyone else that could help? Actually, you could try. This is probably not going to work, but just for interest's sake. Yeah, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. 20 damage if he counters. He's got a 50-50 to counter. That does not kill her. She's got a pretty good chance to hit him with 13. I was going to heal with Ethelyn, but I should turn her animations on to see what this looks like in combat. Did she get a crit? That must have been a crit. But, yeah. That worked. Good job. Good job, Ethelyn. Yeah, because that was supposed to do like 13 damage, and now he's dead. So, that was good. His barrier ring did not save him. Now, do I really want the barrier ring on Sigurd? Yes. He's only got 3 resistance. Makes perfect sense for my best character to have some more resistance. Now he'll be immune to mages as well. Or, well, not immune, but a little bit more protected. God, my castle! Also, your life and your children. I mean, how are you supposed to feel sympathetic for this guy? He just attacked you, essentially. He was going to invade Granvale, and he tried to have his son kidnap the princess of the castle to the south. Like, what a jerk. Why does anyone ever think that this guy's alright? Herrheim is secure, sire. What are you thinking for our next move? Do we pull out? The imminent danger has passed. Nordian should be safe, but Eldigan is still being held in the capital. Furthermore, yes? I'm hearing that the frontier towns in the Central Forest are grappling with bandit raids. We can't afford to leave them be, even though they're a sovereign nation of Augustry, whatever, and we're from Granvale and now Verdane. You know, while we're in the location, we've got an army. Why don't we just take over the entire country and save the villagers at the same time? Yeah. Agreed! It's crucial we help the locals. Then we might convince them we aren't the enemy. In that case, we must ride to the north at once. There's no time to waste. We're totally the good guys. Herheim liberated. And we'll just continue. I mean, we've got an army here. Might as well just keep going, right? It's actually pretty much how it works historically, I believe. I feel like this is kind of how all the big conquering armies from Roman and Greek and so on times. It's like, well, seeing as I've got my army already here, how about you give me your castle? And then, you know, the next castle is, while we've got the troops up, might as well just keep them going. It's a lot of work, you know, getting all these troops paid for and fed. You might as well get something out of it. All right, Harheim. So it does look like north is correct. Still wouldn't be surprised if there's a back attack at some point, but now I don't know what these guys are gonna do. I'm assuming this is like they're gonna attack us. So if I already got Ethlin killed, if they attack us, these guys, none of these guys have HP. Let's just, I don't know. Let's just do this. I feel like this might be a good idea. Just in case, right? We'll make a little wall. And the best wall includes dew. That's how you know this is a secure line. You've thrown a thief onto the end of it. Alright, but my whole army is basically here, not counting a certain slow boy. So Arden, like I said, I told you guys, he's on his own quest today. He's got his own job. He's not really concerned with the goings-on of Sigurd's army. He's gone for a real long walk, and he's always like a mile behind the army. So there's no real combat. I could have left his lance or his sword at home. It's fine, but he's got Arden's quest. It's a side. It's a side game, Arden's Quest. Made by Sierra, probably. Alright, here we go. Let's see what happens up north. You imbecile! You turned your back on the crisis to line your own pockets, and now we've lost Hirheim. There had better be a good explanation for your behavior, Macbeth. Well, the king looked weak, and my wife pressured me into murder. I mean, my humblest apologies, your majesty. Forgive me, I beg you. I've already sent the order for Waltz's sellsword unit to move in at once. Sellsword unit? Wait a second. Huh, that's the order to move in. Guess we don't have much of a choice. But he's gonna send us in and have his men turn tail right when we need them. I'm staying put and see how this all plays out. Oi, Beowulf, how about you? Yeah, I ain't up for this at all, Waltz. That Macbeth swine really rubs me the wrong way. I'm this close to just walking off the job. You're a free man, Beowulf. If a job isn't right for you, you're free to quit. That's the funny thing about mercenaries, isn't it? Today's pals are tomorrow's foes. Amen to that. Hopefully we're not going to end up enemies someday. Wouldn't have a hope in hell against you, would I? Heh, I ain't met anybody in the whole world who can take me. Alright, we got sword guys, we got axe guys, we got bow guys. Good day for, theoretically a good day for Alec and Lance, because, or Alec and Lance. Pretty sure there's another cavalier called Lance in one of these games. So many red and green cavaliers across the Fire Emblem series. Alec and Noish. Alright, we're burning the villages down, I get it. There's no way you could get to those villages to save them. It's impossible. What's going on, sir? What's the din outside? Well, the bard's still here, are ya? You gotta get out of here. We got bandits headed this way. Bandits? Isn't the Augustrian army gonna do something? The army? That's rich, boy. The army's too busy with the civil war to deal with our problems. Clearly there's more important than our safety. Or, well, that's not all. Rumor is Lord Amphony himself, he's a phony, Amphony, is pulling the bandit strings. Oh, you've got to be kidding. That's it. That guy's gotta go. I'll go sort out the bandits, okay? Now, how big a reward will be waiting for me when I get back? Still full of hot air, are you? Just get out of here, wise guy. Nobody's got time to listen to you blowing your own hole. Ah, come on. A little confidence would be nice. Ah, whatever. Hey, Lewin! Running off behind my back, are you? Sylvia! Damn, I mean, yeah. You found me. Yeah, I found you. You had your fun with me. Just gonna dump me without saying goodbye? Hey, careful with that tongue of yours. We barely met just a week ago. We've only been out for dinner, 2, maybe 3 times? You're a dancer, I'm a bard. There's not much else to it. But you called me adorable. That really meant a lot to me. Sometimes I just say things. I don't really mean them. Come on, enough with the tears. Things will probably get a bit rough out here, okay? Think you'll be alright? Yeah, I like it rough. Jeez, crying her eyes out a second ago. It's like she never really grew up. Huh? Nothing. Let's just get going. Alright, I think we're going to leave it at that for today's episode. That's a good break point. Herheim is conquered. We've got... I don't know what these guys are doing. We've got some Anphonies and a commander. I guess they're having a civil war. 3 on 10. I feel like 10's got an advantage, but, you know, maybe these guys are level... They're the same level or lower. They're all dead. Goodbye. There should be some mercenary... Oh, they're way over here. Oh, boy. Look at this. We got Waltz, the Forest Knight, with a Paragon band. We got Beowulf, the Sword Knight. The best style of knight you could ever have. And, yeah, we'll talk about Beowulf later. I mean, you've been watching the screens on the side for a while, haven't you? Anyway, they got a lot of mercenaries. We also have a bard, the Lewin. Oh, I probably spelled his name wrong because translators can't get their act together. Anyway, he's best mage because wind magic star plus 2 weight and way more damage. So that's pretty awesome. And Sylvia, she dances, but she also has Adept and Miracle. Miracle means technically she can survive the arena, but she's also a bard with 3 strength and 1 defense. So most things will probably just kill her in 1 shot. So there's that. Anyway, those are the new characters. Sylvia has Broggy Blood, which is the healing one, which is funny because she doesn't have healing staves, but you know, maybe that would help her children, theoretically. That's Sylvia anyway. And, yeah, I mean, she dances. Dancers are always good. Always good. And she's an area of effect dancer. She can dance for 4 people if you set it up right. So, dancing, if you're really new to Fire Emblem, just gives another character an extra move. So, if they finish their turn, she dances beside them, and they get another action, like a move and an attack, or a move and a heal. And if that doesn't sound awesome, it is awesome. Especially if you can do it to 3 or 4 people per turn. Turns 1 action into 3 or 4. Even just 1 for 1 is a great deal. 1 for 3 or 4 is an amazing deal. You might be like, but Blue, just bring someone better. No, even if you had to pick a deployment slot, she'd be worth a deployment slot because you can take whoever your strongest is in a given situation and give them 2 actions. So if an axe is what you need, you can have 2 axes, 2 turns of axes. If you need healing, you can have 2 turns of healing. It's very, very customizable to what you need at the moment. The only downside is you have to keep the units safe, and they tend to be fragile. Usually they can't fight, although she looks like she can use a sword at least. But, yeah, the dancers themselves are a bit weak and generally non-combat. But the ability to give anybody an extra action, depending on what you need, is incredibly powerful. And 4 at once, potentially, is even better. And then, you know, pretty good bard. He's got Major Forseti bloodline. He is, I believe the best mage in Generation 1. I would be surprised if he isn't. He's going to be way better than Azel, simply because of his tome. Now, Azel's fine, you know, he could use L Fire, which is going to weigh the same as fire, but do more damage. I think with the Magic Ring and Thunder, Azel's pretty good, and if we could get him a Wind Tome, he'd be better, but he can only use normal wind, not L wind. So don't get any clever ideas about trying to move over the L wind. He can't use B rank wind. So I think just straight up, Lewin's better. He's got good magic, good skill, great speed, and a great spell, and the right skill for it. So I like that. Now he doesn't have Pursuit, but other than that, like, you know, he's pretty good. I don't think Pursuit makes up for the difference in stats. Because Fire and L-Fire are so heavy that his speed doesn't even let him use his skill of Pursuit. And Adept could work anyway, so... Yeah, I think Lewin is the clear victor. And like I said, if his spelling of his name is different on the side, I apologize. That's just what the internet told me. This translation patch went with a W-Y-N rather than a W-I-N, so... That's just going to happen sometimes. That's pretty much it for this episode. So, maybe we'll be able to talk to Beowulf. Maybe we'll have to fight Waltz. It's funny, Beowulf was like, I sure hope I don't have to fight you. He is level 20, that's pretty tough. But I know we want that, so we'll see how it goes. And I guess the idea is these two have to try to save some villages, so we'll try that out next episode. And meanwhile, my main army will regroup and probably clash with Anphemy, and I assume all these Cav will come rushing down to attack us. I expect they're scripted to ignore the bandits, because they wouldn't make it through the forest very quick. They'll probably just charge this way super fast, and then meet us in the plains around here, if I was to be a betting man. So, stay tuned. Next episode, Arden probably finishes his walk, and we got some more liberation or conquest. Hope you've enjoyed, and thanks for watching as always. Have a great day.